Good evening, my lovelies. Brendan from Part Time Warlords here, running solo, and we're splitting this episode into two due to scheduling conflicts. Chris will be doing part two, and I have the wonderful Tim Wiggles, our next tournament organizer, joining me this evening. How you going, Tim?
Going well, mate. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Tim is our gracious, not host, but tournament organizer for our Castle Assault 2026 coming up in 8 days now. So get keen, everybody. Before we start, though, I would like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Complete AV. As many of you know, Complete AV has been providing prize and promo support for our little community for the past 18 months. They also provide funding for our perpetual Ninth Age Australia Shield. So, for any education, corporate or commercial audiovisual needs, Australia-wide, give Complete AV a call on 02 9831 5668 or email them at hello@completeav.com.au. Thank you, everyone. They are wonderful and have, changed how we do things a little bit. So, yes, into it we go. So, Timmy, break the ice.
Yes, mate.
What is your most feared core unit in the game?
Oh, definitely. I'm playing Warriors of the Dark Gods at the moment, so it's definitely my Greed Warrior block. I mean, there's
Fears
pretty
himself.
much. Oh, feared from other units, you
Yeah,
mean? Feared
feared
from
from
other
others.
armies.
Feared from others.
Um, Fearing from other armies, I always hate a massive ghoul block that's got buff wagons around it and the vampire in there. So, yeah, I just never know how to deal with a huge ghoul block. Yeah, they've got high agility, two attacks each. Yeah, don't know what to do.
That is actually respectable. That is, did not think of them. Could probably second that, or maybe a big block of ogre warriors, or maybe even a block of your chosen, not your chosen, your warriors, a big unbreakable little block, maybe with the altar in them. Bit of a pain.
Yeah,
So
yeah, those ogres and the warriors aren't growing back though, so that's always the trouble. You
this
knock
is
some
true.
down and they grow them straight back. Yeah,
Yes, I actually don't think I've ever broken through a unit of ghouls. Come to think, in 6 years, 7 years of playing now, so
I
maybe
could
one
be the
day
same. I could be the same, shamefully. Yeah.
just bounce off of them. So,
Yep.
um, so our itinerary for tonight, we're going to go over just a few hobbying things, current, recent, and in the future, along with our itinerary for the upcoming Castle Assault. So let's get into it. Recent games. Tim, I hear you had a banger against Chris's Rat Boys.
Yeah, we played the other night. It was great to have Chris over for a game. Two pretty much painted armies going at each other. Our two Castle Assault armies going at each other. It was a great game. So it was spearhead, deployment, and breakthrough scenarios. So Chris's rats are very much a shooty rat army. So we ended up, I took the left flank pretty hard, pretty easily, and he took the right flank, which was only sort of protected there by my two Forsworn units with the Doom Lord. And so we sort of just traded sides of the board, and that was the end of the game, really. I think there was about 200 points difference in the end, but because I was a non-shooting army, I had a few more of my units in his deployment zone, therefore winning me the breakthrough objective. So that was the main difference between the two armies. Funnily enough, we found out after the game that yours truly may have misread the spearhead deployment zone, and I saw the 15 in there, and I sort of got it in my mind that I could go 15 up the board instead of 9 inches up the board. So certainly makes a big difference when you're a no shooting, no spells army, and you're 6 inches closer to your opponent who is a shooting army. So we might mark that one down as a draw or a mulligan or a dead rubber or something. Yeah, but it was a good game. Chris was a good sport.
Brilliant, brilliant. Did you have I'd say MVP, but a most valuable unit from your army for that game?
Funnily enough, it was those greed warrior block that I spoke of. You can see in the top left photo there that they're destroying the plague rats, and they're screaming bell with the priest on top and that sort of thing. But they anything they came up against, they sort of crushed.
Refresh my memory. Greed
Gives them weapon master and paired weapons, halberds and great weapons. So very versatile.
no extra buffs, just the webmaster.
Yeah, weapon master. Yeah, essentially. Yep.
Brilliant, excellent, brilliant.
So when all the plague monks were dead, then it was time to go to the great weapons or the halberds and start smashing up the bell.
Fantastic. And then running what 3-up armor or 4-up?
So yeah, 3-up against shooting, 4-up depending on what weapon you choose. I guess if you go sword and board, you get 3-up still in combat. But yeah, I was always going paired weapons against rats mostly. Just trying to chew through the Res 2 rats.
Res 2 rats, delicious. Wounding on 2s from core
Yes.
unit. Very, very nice.
Quite a lot of the time, I was hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
the way to do it. And
Lots of fun.
just 40k levels of dice. Even my chosen guys agreed as well, and just pumping out just 40k levels of dice, like just picking up 30 dice and rolling them. I've got the Legions banner in as well, so the second rank has 2 attacks. But yeah, with my chosen guys with paired weapons, they're pumping out 30 plus attacks as well.
Absolutely savage.
Yeah.
Can't say. Oh, I have had one recent game. It was also against Chris. I think he might correct me. It was about a month ago. Versus his high heels list. Turned into a little bit of a bloodbath. Exchanged quite a few times. My ambushing chariots popped up and then sort of locked themselves and died the following turn to a countercharge from. He had a chariot and maybe an eagle. Had something small and just, unfortunately a flank charge and just couldn't handle it out. And it became 11-9 to me.
Oh, close
Would have
one.
been a little bit more, but Chris got the secondary and we tied on primary, if I recall. But absolute bloodbath. We both lost 2,500 at least. Did lose I think I lost my Dread Sphinx to some very unlucky lots of 6 rolls on some of his Phoenix Guard, I believe. But no, nothing apart from that since the last tournament.
Oh, so we both got one over Chris recently. Mine with a big asterisk, but that's rare. Chris has sort of been killing it recently, so it's good.
Not
Well
in the
done.
tournament, so not sure how much
Yeah.
it counts. Well done
Yeah,
yourself.
true.
So, just hopefully. Well, I was going to say hopefully you beat him up no, don't want to beat him in the next tournament.
No.
With him
That'd
on that one, so
Yeah, you'll be in his team, as we'll see soon. Yeah.
so our Shirecon Slam was our last tournament back in May already. Fair few months back. We had 2-dayer with 3,500 point games, 3-hour rounds, 2 games a day, so 4 games the entire weekend. Legendary characters allowed, and our Ninth Age Australia Shield went to Best Dressed Legendary Character.
Who was that?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in a second.
We'll find out, yeah.
I think we had 5 total, of which 4 were painted. I believe we shall see. So Chris had the collective. Was that special character in?
Yeah. Yes, it was the Ogre Mercenary, so special character by James.
Yes. Yep. And then you, sir, had the Assassin Lady.
Yes, the Black Rose.
Yes.
Not the biggest fan of that paint job, so if we could move past this slide as quickly as possible.
My photo on the left, this is Ashetet, the wizard lady from Undying Dynasties. Unfortunately, that photo, when you zoom in, comes a bit blurry. But yes, I finally got my name on the shield. Tim got his the last tournament at CanCon. And then I followed this suit with Best Dressed for Ashetet. My gimmick of she had LEDs in her that flickered sort of pushed me over the line. So I've had people throw some shade at me for that, calling me a bit crazy. But no, absolutely fantastic weekend. I did unfortunately pull out after the second game on the Sunday and went home and got up positive with COVID the next day. So lots of fun that was. So sorry if I spread it to anyone. It
could have been a super spreader event.
Could have been.
Just want to say that, yeah, that photo doesn't quite do you model justice. It was a beautiful model, and the LEDs certainly made a huge difference, so it was well deserved, for sure.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you. But yes, no, fantastic game. I believe, fantastic tournament. I believe I took on Lee. It seems to be our theme. I think every tournament in probably the past 12 months, I versed Lee, one way or another, and his frustrating little boar boys and his trolls do not like the troll toll at all. It is very frustrating. I believe we versed. Did we verse? Or...
Yes. You spanked me pretty well, mate.
But once again, had to go up against your terrifying Gorgons. So
yes,
Gorgons
always pull it out pretty well. So, but I think it was still pretty heavy your way. Was it like 16 or 18 or something like that?
I'm going full potato this evening and can't seem to find the pairings for everything. Here we are, round 2. Yes, yep, we versed. 18-2 it was. So
there you go.
But yeah, and then I believe the winner of the tournament was... Oh, of course, Chris. Well done, of course. You took in second place though, mate. So
I
fantastic.
did, yes.
And followed by Max with his dwarves coming third.
I had my first game was against Cameron, who's only new to the scene. Loved playing against Cameron, but I think he might have pushed some things a bit too far forward. Gave me some long bomb charges. They came off. The dice gods blessed me and just sort of broke through the lines there. And got a pretty decent win in that one. And then I think I faced James and those ogres, and James sort of just pushed it straight up the guts, and I told him that the Black Rose is very, very good at killing characters, being the assassin special character, and he's like, it's all good, it should be sweet. And the Black Rose just went into whatever was riding the massive monster for the Ogre Khans and just sliced and diced, and the Cold One Knights with their +1 attack banner went through another big unit, and it was all over from turn 1 or turn 2 basically. So, but James is a good bloke, and I think he just probably underestimated exactly how good the Black Rose would be against characters. But she's got all the rerolls to hit. She gets multi wounds and just slaughters characters.
Very much. I do think in our game she copped a couple of chariot charges to a unit. And she copped a bit of everything, honestly. Maybe a little Sphinx here and there and some magic.
I don't think she got anywhere close to your special spellcaster character.
No.
I think you were smart enough to keep him away.
My paper lady, she's, stiff breeze and she'll fall over. Her 5+ ward against everything doesn't help when you're res 3 and defense 3, I think. So, she goes down pretty quick. Brilliant. Was a good tournament overall. Wonderful to see everyone. Don't see the Knight brothers very often, and we had young Logan come in.
Yes.
With his, I keep calling it the wrong army. His Swanden. Swanden. They are the community list. There's a word for it. Homebrew.
Basically.
Not homebrew. They have a word. They have a special name.
Like the Cathay. The 9th Age homebrew Cathay army, I guess.
That's the one. Some terrifying little units in it. Did look over once or twice, and a couple of units were smacking down entire halves of armies. But believe they had a great weekend. And, of course, we went and spent too much money at the second-hand store, as always.
Yes. Yep.
Didn't need anything, but, needs and wants.
my wife wasn't too impressed. I think in my last game I played against Max, and he brought his dwarf horde army, and I had one of those rare moments where you sort of learn a new rule where you can actually stand and shoot twice because my Thunder Pack was so terrible and made so many failed dangerous terrain tests, and then he made so many successful stand and shoot tests that they didn't actually make it into contact, and so he was able to stand and shoot at the second unit that was getting into that unit. So that was a new rule for me, and I just looked completely distraught. But it wasn't anything Max did, it was just how badly my Thunder Pack were doing. So I used to joke that they're now on the Thunder Rack.
Yes, I also actually I do believe they went down first turn, second turn to a Sphinx. I think you charged into my Battle Sphinx, or maybe my Dread Sphinx, around the Impassable and just got spanked.
Yeah,
So
was that the game? There was another game, maybe I think it was against James or something, where they just fled off the board. So definitely on the Thunder Rack, the old Thunder Pack.
definitely deserved. Ah, wonderful. So we're going to go into now a little bit of recent hobbying. I believe Tim is the only one who was able to submit some quick photos for this. Like to enlighten us what we have here, Tim?
Yeah, so I sort of set myself a funny list building. I'm the tournament organizer, right? So my list is more of a buy buster list. Maybe someone's going to give up their spot in the second round. Don't expect it though. So I thought I'd just bring a fairly simple list, like not many characters, not much magic, not much shooting, just something I can play quickly so I can still TO on the side. And I originally just built Warriors of the Dark Gods with no characters at all. And Max said to me, you got to bring a character, right? Just put a Doom Lord in your Forsworn. So I didn't really have a Doom Lord painted up, and I use Stormcast, as you can see, as my Forsworn models because they fit on 40mm bases pretty well. So I thought I'd paint up one of the Stormcast as the Doom Lord, so that's what that guy is. Used a new technique on the cloak there, used makeup sponges. And
Fantastic.
yeah, I think it's sort of quicker and a little bit easier than an airbrush, the old makeup sponge, so I'm going to give it another go. Do rate it. So he turned her
It
out
looks great.
all right.
Looks very bright sunlight, like lightly faded, worn-in cloak. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. And then I have a couple of hills to bring. I think I'm making terrain for 2 tables for the tournament, and then another nice bloke in the community, Pinky, is bringing the other table's worth of terrain. But I didn't have that many hills made up, and so I thought I needed to make a few hills for the tournament. So they're my sort of square plateau hills. So they turned out all right. I've got to make a few more fences, but they do the job. They fit on the 2D terrain pretty well. So yeah, that's the main hobby I've been doing. Next thing is fences.
Brilliant. Don't be on the fence about that, mate. Just crack into it. Brilliant, mate. And that's styrofoam with a hot knife? You may have said that.
No, it wasn't. I don't actually have a hot knife, so I just used. We've got some fancy Japanese knives for cutting up the chicken at night, so I just used one of those very sharp Japanese kitchen knives. Had to sort of explain to the wife that I'll clean it up pretty well, and the foam shouldn't, poison us. And yeah, I actually sliced my finger pretty well doing it, but it should be healed up by the time the event comes through. But yeah, that was just a kitchen knife, mate.
Blood,
I think
sweat, and tears. Thank you so much.
I watched the YouTube videos, and I think the hot wire cutter is the way to go with that sort of XPS foam.
Definitely. It is definitely fantastic. You can actually pick them up off eBay or Amazon for pennies, sort of thing, and they are.
Maybe I should have done that.
they seem a little bit scary, and definitely an outdoor, well ventilated activity with a mask.
Sure.
Yeah, no, smoking styrofoam is definitely not real good for you. So, yes, we now have a little lurker in our chat here. Chris has come on unexpectedly and derailed my entire train of thought. Good evening.
Hello. I was going to say, wait for me. Can you hear me all good, guys?
Yeah, you're coming through fine.
Thanks so much. How you guys going?
Yeah, going well, mate. Going well.
I got to hear about the hobby. I got to see those in person. They look awesome as per usual. Well done, Tim.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming over.
For my recent hobby, I am looking at the last remnants of my 2010 Vermin Swarm Skaven army. So we are wrapping those up with a few extra models. We've got some Thunder Brutes and redoing the bases finally for the artillery to be the correct size. So hopefully all done in the next day or two and don't have to worry too much. But yeah, kick on.
You're brilliant. Fantastic. Finally getting those done, Chris. Unlike Tim, I believe he was handing away 200 points every game in Shirecon Slam because
of
one
his
model
Reaper,
wasn't on the right base. So
You know me, I'm that meta chasing competitive player where, I take
and still come second. So
we had an entire game where we had to work around that base size as if it was fleeing from my charge arcs. It was really frustrating.
Oh.
You remember, Tim, when it was reforming and shooting? Yeah, that was great.
I just don't have the heart to take it off that base. I think that it might just have to sit on the shelf for a bit.
Is it too big or too small?
It's too big. So either I need to buy those those base adapters for the old world for the rest of the dark elves, or I just need to put it on the shelf or cop the 200 points.
Oh, brilliant. Now on to today's main event. Tim. Question I've got is we're up to Grave Calls number 4.
Number 4, yes.
When are you going to put this old girl down? Or in, 3 more, we just start calling you Vin Diesel?
I think I need to. Every year, it's just enough time for me to forget how much of a pain in the neck it was to organise for me to get nostalgia for it and then say, oh yeah, we should do that again. But yes, so it was originally started because the scene was dead. COVID just destroyed our scene. And I thought, okay, let's just do one last hurrah, the Grave Calls. And I think we probably got 12 players, which is huge for us recently. So I thought, wow, that was pretty good. And we'll do another one, and now it's become a 2-dayer. And then this year, it's become a team tournament. So it's just kicking around. I do enjoy doing it, even though we go and hold it in Newcastle at the Games Club there, which is an amazing Games Club. Kendall's an amazing host, but we only get 2 Newcastle boys going. Majority of us are Sydney. We've got some Queensland boys coming, Victoria, Central Coast, yourself, Brendan. So maybe we need to consider if we keep doing it. But it is fun. We get to book an Airbnb or a hotel and travel down. So I can't say I'm not looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fantastic weekend. Of course, the Glibbly Legions Club, still called the Legion, did get
the Gal
renovated recently. The old Gal.
The Gal, yeah.
The Gal, wonderful. They put us on and look after us. So
For sure.
fantastic they are up there. Cracking on. Oh, a little sample of what one of our interstate competitors is bringing. He dropped a little tidbit in the group chat recently, so.
Yeah, and that one's from a little while ago. So knowing Jack, he'll crack onto this pretty quickly. He's pretty efficient when it comes to his new models, and he's always experimenting with nice big models as well. So yeah,
Yes.
these will be for I think these will be for beast herds.
Yes, Beast Hearst. He always has beautiful armies, Jack, so looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Great to see everyone again. Tim, you going to run us through the logistics of our upcoming tourney?
Talk through the
We're
formats.
going to take out the legendary characters part. That's all
right.
The old event.
I don't know if anyone actually put them in their list, but you're allowed to take them. I'm not going to say no.
Brenno did.
I saw 3.
Okay, beautiful. That's good that people have taken them. But yeah, so usually the Grave Calls is just a singles event. So this year we thought if we can get to 12, then we can do 4 teams of 3 players, and then we could do a round robin and a final. So essentially like a World Cup group match and one final with just one group. So each team's going to play each other once, and then based on that, the team that's won, the top 2 teams has won the most rounds, will go into a gold and silver medal playoff, and then the bottom 2 teams will go into a bronze medal and wooden spoon playoff. So it's going to be a really good event. And we've got plenty of prizes there. I think we've organised some maybe some t-shirts, some beer stubbies, some medals, some actual wooden spoons, lots of stuff, some vouchers, there's some miniatures. I think we've got lots of great sponsorship from Complete AV and some other things we'll find out on the day. But yeah, it's going to be basically, there's obviously a small chance that people could be on the same amount of rounds won by the time we get past the first 3 rounds. So we'll go off battle points as the second tiebreaker, and then victory points as the third tiebreaker. And then after that might be just who buys Tim the most beers, but I think we won't need that one.
Good
Will
old
Tim
bribery.
remember by then? Yeah.
So yeah, it will just be the 4 games over the weekend. So we're enjoying these longer 3-hour rounds. I think I gave us 15 minutes for pairing as well. So yeah, it's going to have the good old-fashioned pairing. Both captains have to put forward 1 army each, and then do a bit of pairing from there.
Brilliant. Do you have more details how that happens, or you'll let us know on the day?
The pairing itself.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all in the players pack, but I might run through a demo on the day because it's when you write it down on paper, it sounds more complicated than it is. But essentially, both players put down 1 army, and so the captain then will choose of the 2 armies that weren't put forward. They get to choose which army gets to fight the army they put forward, and then once both captains do that, there's only 2 lists left, and then they pair off. And it's quite straightforward. There's really only sort of 1 or 2 selections to make. So, yeah, as I said, I'll go through it on the day. It's easier than it sounds, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Brilliant. It'd be great to see, because the limited, very quick research I've done in our wonderful community record keeping, that is none. Biv, I believe, in 2021. Or it might have been 2020, was the last team tournament for Ninth Age run in Australia.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, yeah.
So I believe that's where I met Tim, and Tim learnt to throw more than 2 dice at a casket of swords.
Have I learnt that lesson? I feel like that happened at our last game, Brendan.
Yeah, Ashertear, yeah, same thing. Same comedian. He ate that.
Yes, 400 point Forsaken one gone turn 1 because I didn't throw enough dice at this spell. Yes, I remember that well. And we had to, that was part of the reason I chose to do a round robin, because in that one they were using the Swiss style and it just didn't work because it ended up in a scenario where 2 teams had to play each other twice during the
We did.
the tournament.
And then
we swapped armies. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so we had to play each other twice. Not only did our teams play each other, then we got paired up against each other twice.
Yes, they threw us, they bust us. Both captains threw us both under the bus twice. So
yes. So
And
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Brendan's throwing the 2 he's throwing more than 2 dice at that spell in reverse, right? Like, he's teaching you, do not do this.
yeah.
I have made that mistake a long time ago.
I can name half a dozen people I've personally make that mistake. So no,
I have to update Brendan every rules update to be like, did they put the spell back in yet? Have I got my spell back? Because he absolutely fucking loves that spell.
I have. It just comes on a 650 point character now. So
Yeah. That's great to see the special characters as well. And yeah, great to have the teams tournament in the 3-player variant. I'm psyched for it.
Yeah, Chris has made some lovely pairing cards, so it's going to be good.
excellent. It's going to be a great weekend. It will. Tim, our shield. Chris, I not apologising for stepping on your toes.
No,
Just
good.
provided a real photo, so
Yes, the shield. It's a bit of a boring one this time. It's just basically the team that wins the tournament, and their names will be put on the shield.
What if their team name is too long? We'll have to work it out.
when I was collecting some of our prize stuff from the engravers, I was looking at one on the wall and thinking, might have to get some abbreviations or see if we can get a bigger plaque on it for this one, or just make
Maybe
it
just put
have
the players.
shorter team names. So we'll work something out. I'll see what they can do. Maybe go across 2 plaques or something.
Maybe I'll just rig it so the one with the shortest name wins.
To the max. Congratulations
Max.
on your win.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Day 1, Tim.
Yeah, day one. So I tried to choose. You put up before that we had Shirecon, and that was a 2 day event for battles. So I tried to choose different maps and different scenarios that we didn't play at Shirecon. I may have kept like the frontline clash. I mean, you got to do that. That's just everyone getting there, setting up. So you got to give them an easy one to start with. So yeah, nothing much to it. You can see in there I've already put out the round robin draw, so you can see the teams playing each other there. Pure Math Hammer versus What's a Battle and Team Timothy Tim to the max. I swear I didn't tell them to name it that. They chose themselves to name it that. And yeah, we've got the deployment type frontline clash and trophies of war being the primary objective there. Second round after lunch, so just 2 per day, as we said, is deployment spearhead and the primary objective breakthrough. That's the scenario that Chris and I played the other night. And you can see the teams playing off at the bottom there. Yeah, we can go on to day 3, or day 2, sorry. Round 3, we got the bottleneck deployment with secured targets, and then we'll have see we've got TBC and TBC there because we don't know who's going to be in the different level playoff, but we're going to encircle and divide and conquer for the final round there. So that will be the final game of the tournament.
Fantastic. Very, very much liking this 2-day 4 game. Feels a lot less stressful.
Yeah, 3 hours 15 minutes should be enough time, I think.
Oh, I don't know about that. I reckon a few of us can break that for you.
That's true. That's true.
Cameron, I'm looking at you, mate. You can do it.
We believe in you, Cam.
We believe in you, Cameron. You can
you
get through
also,
turn 4.
You can't really pick on Cameron. You know, the amount of times I've faced him quite a few times now. Lost primary objective every time because his whole army scores. So
Yeah,
no, I'm egging him on.
With the round robin format and the teams format and the pairing and everything, we tried new recruit. Doesn't seem to quite work, but I was able to build a Google Sheets, like a Google Excel model, which seems to do the job. So entering scores should be straightforward enough. I might just have to come around to each table and enter the scores for people, but it all seems to work. I might give it access to the captains as well, but I'm not sure how well it work on a phone. I'll have the laptop with me. So yeah, it should be sweet.
Excellent. Onto our teams. Pure Math Hammer. It's that's 2/3 of this podcast. Is
that's it. We're the front runners, baby.
Not 100% sure where the name popped up.
I'll give you the shtick. Okay.
Okay.
So I had to name it this because Cameron, who is our legendary new player, I don't know if I can call him a new player anymore. He has studied pure math. So his degree is in pure math. So we are Pure Math Hammer. That's it. Nice and short and sweet.
Oh, brilliant. I think there were a handful of questions Timothy was going to throw at us.
Yeah, so I was just wondering when you were selecting your armies. I mean, I think for Cameron and maybe even yourself, Brendan, it might be fairly straightforward there. But when you're selecting your armies and your lists, was there any thoughts into what kind of role you'd take in the team, or you just thought let's have some fun and just take the one that we wanted to take?
Good question. Do you want to go first, Brenner?
We did discuss it to some degree. I think Cameron's very restricted on his models. My list, I did tweak it. Been combining a couple of the lists I've had recently with more success and smush them together. We had the original thought I was going to take 24 Shabti, but sort of backed down from that when it was going to be a bit of a hefty list to deal with. And I think Chris, we discussed and had some practice games, and he decided on his list that just to try and complement and throw something different into our composition.
Yeah, I know what these guys love to bring and what they love playing, and both practice games they beat up my my shitty first edition of the list, so that was good to see. Brendan's got some fun stuff we'll get to in a second, and we like what our armies do, a bit of like ambush, and I've decided to go vermin swarm, so to get these old models out and update them, and then go a bit shooty, which the other armies don't quite have the shootiness. So yeah, I'm doing a bit of a shooty all comers type of thing. Yeah, but aside from that, not too deeper thinking, more just trying to get certain models out. I try to change armies every 6 months ish, just because it keeps hobby going as well. So yeah, no, and we just had ETC obviously in the last week, and we're pushing towards December. I think it might be, or even earlier. There's going to be some rules updates, so it's the last chance to get. This iteration of things out before it all, get some tweaks, as well. So, no, that was it for us.
Oh, yeah. Did you have any thought now that you've seen the other armies and do the old matrix where you give yourself greens and ambers and reds and stuff?
I'm tempted to do it this week, Brendan. We should actually do it just because it's the novelty of having a teams event, not because we are gonna I joke of course when I'm saying front runners, but the idea of just getting at least play team a little bit is kind of fun. So, and we have an awesome group. Everyone's going to be, all the games are going to be in some places they'll be a bit skewed depending on deployment and things like that, especially if Tim decides to deploy Spearhead 15 up from the start.
That did come up, Chris. I did admit to that, so don't worry.
No, it's just a running joke. We just want to get through some games and have fun with our lists. So fingers crossed everyone else has fun playing against them, and they're not, we have lots of fun with our games. So we want everyone else to come and have lots of fun as well.
Great. And how about the pairings? Like, it's sort of an interesting thing to think about, because the first person you put up,
yeah, Brendan's thought about this a little bit actually. Yeah,
are they in a good position, because then you get to choose between two armies for them? You're not just sort of, the choice is still in your hands, sort of thing. So maybe the first person you put up is in the best position, but then I don't know. It says then you're leaving the other two sort of open for bad pairings. So it's a hard decision. Have you thought about that at all?
Think a lot back to Biv event. I believe Hugo was the team captain. I can't remember if I was on the same team as you, Chris. Was it Chris, Matt, Hugo, and myself?
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure I was with Matt and Hugo.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Will.
Maybe Nick.
He used to play. It might have been with Nick, actually. Can't recall. Too long ago. No records kept. Actually, we should speak to Schubert. I believe he's still got the spreadsheet of it. So, but do you think back then, like when I used to run, pretty much every game I ran was the Triple Sphinx list, and I do recall more than once in that tournament Hugo would throw me up first, purely because it's Triple Sphinxes is you here, deal with this, and it really threw people for a curve. And it was either throw me against like Tim, who was like a beginner at that time, like not that I was probably only 10 games into that time anyway, or I believe they threw me up against Actor, who was, I believe, reigning world champion at that time, and then getting 20-0'd by his fan player counts. So, yeah, it is definitely that you can play that mind game. But I believe they were bigger teams. They might have been 4 or 5 player teams.
Yeah,
so
I think that was the
case. I think
that
does change it. But yeah, it's very hard. It's really, really hard. It's yeah. Thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, I thought that Brendan's monsters is always a thing. It's always a big problem. And as we've seen, a lot of smaller sort of MSU and scoring has come into the competitive meta. We kind of have a mixture. We don't really follow that at all, as Max will love. So we kind of have our own meta, and we kind of have some big chunky blocks in there. And I think we thought a little bit about, if I put forward double cannons, or if I put forward triple monster, that's pretty much the extent of our thinking.
Yeah.
just to make the other team go, oh shit. So fingers crossed we get to play some different games, and it's a bit of back and forth. But yeah, we're happy to fail forward, I'm sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, brilliant. Who we got up next? We got my mouse wants to click. Oh, sorry, there were reveals. There we go. Technology. What's a battle with Jack, Hugo, and Lee? Jack playing Hertz. Hugo playing Warriors of the Dark Gods. That's
Yeah,
new.
Feldrax.
I think I've only ever versed
Ancestor.
Hugo with
Ancestor,
yeah, Hugo with
Dark Elves.
Dark
Dark
Elves,
Elves, yeah.
or his Bretonians.
He's
oh
sneaky.
no, his vampire counts.
He's vampires, yeah. He's sneaky.
Yes.
He plays a few, yeah.
Yep. And Lee is also bringing one I've never versed in before. Is vampire counts. I think Lee, I've only seen in Wood Elves and Orcs and Goblins.
Yeah, he's been
Speaking of
playing
ghoul
orcs and
blocks,
gods a
I'm
lot,
sure
yeah.
he'll have ghoul block.
Oh,
Or the
you
gas, the gas block. He loves these gas block recently.
I think I was looking at his list and it's like, oh look, 240 unit goblins.
That's the way to go.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm looking forward to that.
Who have we got next?
I
Team
think they
Kennedy.
win. What's a battle probably wins best team name. So I don't think I have a price for that. I'll try and find to see if Kendall can give me a price for that. But yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
This one has been supplied by Max, so
Yes.
that is your meme. Yep. Some of the the icons are there. Sorry, that's
I mean, seek help, boys. Why you got to put everything about me?
You know, without you, I don't know if this would have gone ahead. Oh, it probably would have gone ahead. Don't think we would have got a teams tournament, which is very
Yeah.
exciting. So great thinking there, sir. Dylan running vampires, Mark running his demons, of course. Is that demons or cultists? Demons.
no demons. Yeah.
And then
Supplemental books, I think, will be coming soon, though. So I'm sure we'll go back to them at some point.
Can't wait for the
very
supplements.
exciting. Yep.
So Dylan, this should be noted. Dylan, not a typical vampire player. He has, I think, he has high elves, he has lizardmen, and he has Bretonians. But vampires are only a very, very new thing for him. So yeah, maybe last 12 months or so.
It's all right there. There's only 60 more ghouls.
Yeah, there's a lot of ghouls.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Just what we want to see.
I
Brilliant.
know
happy
he's
I didn't bring
furiously
more ghouls.
painting them. So good luck, Dylan. He got a airbrush for his 40th, so he's been putting that to use. So good luck, Dylan, with the painting.
And a shrieking horror. Lovely. Oh,
Yeah. Some good fun stuff.
waiting for the balance for them to come. They are terrifying.
Yeah.
To
I think
the
we should
max.
tell the audience we are going to go through the list. We're not just sort of teasing people here. We're not sort of edging them. We will go through the list at some point.
So you're edging out 2 viewers. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
To the max, we got Lockie, Dan, and Ryan. Amazing Queenslanders coming down. Equitane,
Yes.
Elves, more Demon Legions. Absolutely fantastic. This is very cool.
Has to be said, thank you very much for Jack from coming from Victoria and the Queensland boys. We didn't have enough players without you guys, so it's really appreciated. Thank you very much.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, oh, the pod has gone funny. Ah, no wonder I can't see everyone. Anything exciting here? Oh, no, we'll stop teasing. And next up, we have our Army Lith by Krith.
I'm in Lisp by Chris. I don't have a lisp, but I will do my best. Yes, so I want to chuck this in as well. As I said, we've got our own meta. We love our meta. Our meta's awesome. So it won't look like what's on the forum, which is great because we don't care. We have good fun with what we bring, and we play for mostly casual environments. So let's get to the fun stuff. So first team was our team. So we've got Cam coming in with his Empire von Sonstal, and he is he's changing it up a little bit from what he usually has. So he's kind of limited by models a little bit, but he's got a big knight bus with his awesome Light of Sun style commander in there, backed up by a prelate on an altar, which is a pretty popular one actually at the moment. And then he's got a crossbow block, spear block, a big great weapon, big shield Imperial Guard block, and a fairly chunky great weapon Imperial Guard block, as well as some rangers, which are another favorite of his. and some Ritas, of course, Matt's favorite. So yeah, pretty straightforward, but pretty tanky blocks with a lot of buffs. So
I think he's pushing 120 plus miniatures there. So
Yes.
chunky
Yes.
army.
And he has changed it up a bit, but it's great because Cam's experimenting and learning and getting better every game. So super psyched to have him coming.
Definitely.
And I think we're on to Brendan.
No
next.
cannon. Oh.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't play
like
much
Assault
shooting.
style.
No, he doesn't play much shooting. He likes it in the medieval. Like he doesn't like the guns. He wants to keep the miniatures in a certain look. Dark Ages sort of miniatures, I think, is what he's using.
Yep.
So yeah, props to him for using, and going with that sort of model theme.
I think I'm driving him up. So thanks in advance, Cam, for helping me set up the tables.
It's his tax.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
who's this?
So, yeah, Breno, go for it.
So I've been toying with, I believe Max can attest to the savagery of 4 ambushing units, with the very mobile army I had back at Backyard Brawl last year,
Yeah.
combined with the heavy hitting Shabti that have been somewhat regular in a lot of lists, and of course Ashetet. Actually feel she has very good value for her points. The 7 spells in Channel 3 with rerolls is, I honestly feel she could have stayed at the 700 points. Not complaining. She's great at 650. Yeah, just very standard. You got to deal with the block coming at you, and you've also got to deal with the 4 ambushes, which will come up as either, of course, ambushing behind, so you got to work on the recharges, or chaff as needed. So, pretty standard. I don't think anything we haven't seen before. Oh, sorry, that's a lie. I don't think I have ever taken Shabti with halberds. I believe that was a actual list building suggestion from Chris to try and deal with some more heavier creatures.
You got strength 6 with 3 attacks each and regen, right?
Yes, regen from the Nomarks.
Pretty nice all-rounded, well-rounded sort of unit.
Yep, brilliant.
I'm looking forward to not playing against it. For once.
Yes, we've actually... But you fared pretty well. You fared quite well, to be honest, previously,
it's-
apart from our little practice game.
The monsters, I think you've taken a Battle Sphinx out, is that correct?
Yes, I swapped the Battle Sphinx specifically for the Colossus with the
Yep.
the wizard giant.
Yep.
Just because the altered sight, the +3 and -3, the way the stats on the UD sit is, the swing is crazy. Taking the skeleton charioteers to off 6, or the Shabdi to off 7.
Yep.
Off 8, I think, actually, as needed.
Yep.
And it can also, even the Dread Sphinx, so he's off 5, so taking something he's versing at from, 5 to 2, making him hit on 3s, they just swing, and it's an easy spell to cast off, so...
Yeah,
just help.
and you've got the threat, so the bounce spells, as guys who haven't been playing too much may not know, the bounce spells by themselves probably aren't that great, but in combo with what else is going on, people are going to have to cop some of these annoying bounce spells if they want to stop soul blights and these sorts of things.
Yep, so... And Ashetet running 3, I think she gets the entirety of Evocation, plus the old Casket spell, which is now called the Pyramidian, along with the extra cast range. So you've got a lot of offensive spells to deal with, and now my healing doesn't cost anything extra, it's just on augments.
Augment spells, you get to raise.
She's running 4 augments currently, so lot to deal with. But I'm pretty excited for it, so...
Very restrained with only the 1 Sphinx for Brendan.
I think there was a comment about me putting in 7 Sphinxes or something. I think one of them was dropping some shade a month or so ago. So if I could, I would. I would have nothing but Sphinxes if I could. You know it.
Yeah, it's the anti-meta, isn't it? Because it's, as everyone, if you haven't had a look, ETC was 7+ scoring in every army.
Yes.
So
Oh,
now
and-
we're kind
yeah.
of, yeah. Although you do have ambushing scoring, which is awesome. Ambushing
Yep.
scoring, I think, is pretty fun.
Did squeeze them more. That's what the Shabties bring as well, is the extra scoring.
Yep. Yep.
I actually think I've got a thing in there. I submitted the wrong version of this list, actually. See if I can squeeze a change with the TO, see what he says. But yeah,
200
no.
points, yeah. They're all on the right base, though.
They're all the right base. Get him, Chris. But no,
Yeah.
definitely looking at the I really only looked at the UD lists, but I think almost every UD list had minimum 2 minimum units of Tomb Guard.
Yes.
Just with most of them had a character in them just for the MSU.
Yep.
Actually crazy.
Yeah. Crazy amount of MSU. Over to me. So after playing against Brendan and Cameron for a bit of warm up and try to, see if any of my list ideas were any good, I decided to take ambushing. So I have got a model that I've used for ages, which no one seems to use. It's the priest on the pulpit. So it's the old sort of warpstone war platform. And he's just got some cheap shooting spells, and I've got a senator and a legate that both shoot with rockets and pistols, which are really cool. I've got some fodder to throw at people. The vermin slaves, the cultists, and the veterans. The slingers are a bunker. And then I've got an ambushing unit of gladiator brutes. They don't have to ambush, obviously, but yeah, I thought that would be kind of fun to throw a big, I guess, a Shapti-like block behind the lines. And then I've got a rotary guns, so like little mini guns, and which we're just finished painting, which is awesome. And the deep fire throwers I am almost done with. They are right in front of me now, and they've been really fun to paint as well. The flamethrower is really fun because it can cook blocks with, I think, if it hits, and it hits pretty easily with the cool Skaven Maniacal Enthusiasm rule. You get like 15 strength 4 AP1 hits on blocks, which is really cool. Doomspark, double vermin artillery, but that's the cannon, so that's double cannon essentially. Giant rats, and then the last one, which I think I spent way too many points in like characters and weird spots. When I rejigged this list, Brendan, I could fit in an entire Earthbreaker. So I was like, okay, I wasted a lot of points before this. And the Earthbreaker is basically a tunneling, it's like a tunneling chariot. And it has some cool grind attacks. So yeah, he did really well in his first outing the other day. So he's kind of fun. So Vermin Swarm, which I haven't played in a while. Not even in this new iteration. So yeah, hopefully they're a good amount of fun. And that's our team.
Yeah, they're looking really good, Chris.
Thanks, buddy. Now I got to repaint all the old ones to match the kind of new paints I have and things, which is a bit annoying. But I did some of those today, and it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. All right, Team Timothy, Tim. All right, Tim, do you want to take us through these quickly?
Oh, mate, I wish I could. So let's start from the bottom here. We've got a Shrieking Horror, then 5 Vampire Knights with Dylan's vampire counts here. He's got a bit of spam with 3 units of 2 Great Bats, the Court of the Damned, 20 skeletons with the sheltering standard, so it sounds like some sort of bunker to me. 31 ghouls, standard bearer, there they are. And there's the other 30 ghouls with vanguard and standard bearer. So we've got 2
140 ghouls across 2 vampire lists.
That's not enough. That's not enough scraplings.
If you're thinking that's a bit short on numbers, on points, well, we look up the top here, and 920, so a quarter of the army here is on a vampire count on a zombie dragon. It's Wizard Master, let's see, well, we've got Halberd with Eldritch Inscriptions, Gates of the Netherworld, and then another vampire count, who's, let's see, the Ghoul Lord. So there you go. With his Wizard Apprentice and Watering of Unity, Halberd with the Super Dex and Hypnotic Pendant and Gates of the Netherworld.
Just because vampires weren't quick enough already.
Yeah, this is the testament to what our friend, some of our mates like to like to complain about in the past, which is very valid, and it's gone in their direction, which is awesome. That 920 points, you can never put enough points into characters.
Yeah.
It's excellent. So, yeah, Super Dragon. Hopefully, I don't shoot it down with 2 cannons. But they're really cool. Like they're going to fight really hard. He's got the count there with Ghoul Lord, so he's given them poison. He's got the Court of the Damned, so the ghouls are going to be really, really fast as well. I think they'll be Agi 6. They'll be Agi 6 ghouls, that does no place in a vampire army, but that's awesome.
Very scary.
Very good.
Excellent. Moving on, we have Mr. Mark with his Demon Legions. Oh, he's got characters this time.
You made the joke before I did.
He's been looking online because look how many standard bearers he's got. So he's got the standard. Has he got the 7? No, he's got the 8. He's got the 8 scoring units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this is the meta. This looks really good. He's led by a big sentinel. Who's got a bunch of channel. He's got a harbinger with more channel. So he's going for max channel.
Yep.
I think that's a master and an adept there. And then there's a bunch of myrmidons with the AP buff with piercing strike. Just a bunker lemures to run objectives because they've got centipede legs for +1 movement. And then, of course, the brazen beast. He's got one big unit with the flaming buff, and the others, I think, also have curved tusk. I can't remember the curved tusk, but I know it's the one that it does extra damage, but on ones they hit themselves. So that's really versatile. That's really cool, Mark. Well done. That looks like a really strong army, actually.
Just covering about all the bases with.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Units and yeah. Ooh, Titan Slayer Chariot, savage.
Yes. Yeah, with I think it's got strength 7 impact hits with. Do they have multi wound? I don't know. It has some cool thing against height 5, as it might suggest. So very good.
All right, we've got second last for Team Timothy Tim, Max with his dwarves.
Oh, Max. I wish Max could play Mark. Like I would love to see them chaff each other to pieces. But Max has got the 2 brothers list. I think it's been nicknamed with the double Thane. Who've just got a bunch of support sort of weapons and things like that. Grudges. He's got the double grudge, which is nice. He's spamming, 5 units of warriors. Some have shield wall, 2 have great weapons. Big unit of Kingsguard, 25 Kingsguard, that's awesome. And now he's done it. So watch out, everyone. He's got the 20 rangers with crossbows and great weapons and 20 rangers with crossbows and great weapons. I don't have the photos here, but he's been painting up some really cool models and really cool banners. So we'll show you at the end of on the review video his great models.
Is that 12 scoring units?
It's a fuck ton of scoring units, is what it is, and he's been playing this for ages. But I
want to see the army that can beat this.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, especially if you don't have some really flexible single. I found some single model things that can get in between the lines and disrupt him and hold him up. But if you let him play his game, he'll be very hard to stop because he's also got 20 units, 2 20-man miners as well, so he can bring those on from the flanks. He's got a big unit of Deep Watch as well, and some Forge Wardens for shooting support. So he's got a good amount of shooting. 40 crossbows and 10 Forge Wardens. So yeah, it's going to score pretty well.
With under 500 points in characters. That's impressive.
Yes. For dwarves, if you're not taking a king or if you're not taking any runes, as in the magical runes, it's not that not that crazy to see. But yeah, they're really cool. And
I think he wins for most models. Yeah.
Yeah, the age of the dwarf is now, yeah. It's not over at all.
What are they doing in their holds?
Do we have Tim's list on here, actually? Let's have a look, because Tim, you are the super sub buy-buster.
Yeah, so I was talking earlier, my main criteria for this list was it wanted to be painted already, so I didn't have to deal with anything. I wanted it to be plastic or resin, so it didn't like smash around with all the travel in the case. So that sort of ruled out all my knights and things like that. So, and then I ended up painting. I didn't even want to take any shooting or magic. I just wanted it to be as quick as possible to play. So I didn't want any characters either, but I ended up taking the Doom Lord because Max talked me into it. So it was a good decision. So yeah, just a very standard or very, I guess, simple Warriors list here. We got the Doom Lord with the great weapon. He's going to go into the Forsworn units with the Spike Shield unit there to keep the bodyguard to them. Got 22 Warriors Agreed with the Zealot Spatter, also known as my MVPs. 20 Barbarians with Shield and Standard Bearer, because 20 Strength 4 attacks is, or 20 guys with Strength 4 attacks is still pretty decent. You got the 10 Chosen with Greed, pumping out 40k levels of attacks. The 6 Forsworn with the Great Weapons, standing up there with their 2-up save against shooting. I guess 3-up in combat is still pretty awesome. 3 wounds apiece. 2 Giants, because they're plastic. And the Chimera, because it was painted. And I haven't taken it before. So yeah, and also I think it was because it's light troops and I couldn't deal with wheeling single models, so having light troops for my single models works out as well. So yeah, it seems to play pretty quickly. I think Chris was pretty surprised when we went from sort of movement to let's do some combat.
Yeah, it was like, where'd the rest of the game go? It was great, because it was, we literally were just like, did we miss something? Did we skip something?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good fun, and 36 chosen attacks if they take paired weapons is hilarious. So yeah, I shot down the wrong unit. You see, I shot down the Forsworn who couldn't roll an armor save on their 3-ups and 2-ups. I should have been shooting the chosen. So yeah, no, it's good fun, and looks sick as always.
Thanks, mate. So yeah, I'll see if I get a game. Hopefully, if everyone, I'd prefer everyone to turn up. So hopefully I don't get a game. But if I can sub in on round 2, I'll take it. But we'll see how we go on the day. Yeah.
That was Team Timothy Tim. We're on to the max. So they've come out, and the Queenslanders are here, and they're here. They're here to wreck face. We've got some awesome lists, starting off with Lockie. Can't wait to catch up with these guys as well. It's been ages since we've been able to catch up. So Lockie is bringing KOE. So double damsel. So he's got the best of Druidism, and he's got some really cool stuff from Divination as well. And a cheeky little Duke there with 1-up rerollable. 6 Realm Knights, 6 Realm Knights, 6 Realm Knights, 6 Realm Knights. Very, very cool MSU. And then 2 units of Knights of the Quest. Yes, that's right. They are 625 points each, those units. So those are really expensive, really chunky Knights. I believe these are the Grail Knights now. I haven't played with my KOE with Knights of the Quest, but I think they're the equivalent of Grail Knights. So that's why they're beastie. He's got double crossbow, known as a Scorpion, and of course a Fey Knight who's got the Snow one. Oh, I wish I could remember this off the top of my head.
I think the Snow one
is it the Monster Killer?
Lots of,
or the plus one?
You get extra attack for every model in contact with you. So it's the Infantry Killer, and you get parry.
Excellent.
So lots and lots. Run into a 20 mil unit, and I think they are 50 by 75, so you get lots of attacks across your front. So
very complementary to the rest of the list as well, because obviously being able to churn through ranks, that's great. Good luck. Next one. All right, Dan with his Sylvan Elves, awesome Tree Father Ancient. So this is I was about to say all trees. It's mostly trees, which is really cool to see. And I'm sure we'll get some awesome photos of them as well. They're going to look great. He's got a big unit of Dryads, big unit of Forest Guard, some Sylvan Archers to back him up. and thick unit of thicket beasts with thicket shepherds, so really tanky block there as per usual. A tree father, 2 units of kestrel knights, and 2 units of eagles, so very well rounded.
I love
What's that?
seeing this
Master
army.
druidism. Oh, yeah.
I think Dan, if I'm not mistaken, these are all
Yep.
hobbits.
Oh, is this the Hobbit army, is it?
I believe so, with the big owl, I believe. So I hope so. I hope I'm getting that right. But yes, I can't wait to see this army again. It's been ages.
Exciting. See these
Looking
Queensland
forward
guys
to it.
again. I believe we saw them. I've seen some of them at Castle last year as well. But I believe a handful of them were playing Ninth Age or
Old World?
more
More
time.
time.
More time.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Ryan playing his Demon Legions.
So we're
Adept.
back to demons. It's the Omen. It's the good old Omen. This guy he took a bit of a nerf early in the year because he was the go-to. I think is if it's the one I'm thinking about, the super tanky character. So Omen with Thaumaturgy. I think that's mirrored scales, so he's going to have a bit of defense in melee, +1 attack, and Bronze Backbone, I believe, gives him courageous
Hatred.
or something like that.
First strike hatred.
Oh, is that what Bronze Backbone is?
Apparently. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was a leadership buff, but that's fantastic. Got some Succubi, got some Myrmidons, got Lemures, so 18 of each with a nice little buff. Tendrils, I don't quite remember what tendrils are. Is that afflict? I can't remember, but either way, they're going to complement each other nicely with those different buffs. I like the Darkhide, actually. A Darkhide on the Succubi as well, really cool. 6 Hoarders. Oh, that's really cool. Hoarders are going to be pretty chunky. Again, another 650-point block. Nice big block.
Are they the one that keeps getting extra grinds the longer you're in combat with them?
Yeah.
Tightening grasp, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suffocate you. Do they start off with 1 grind attack and then it goes up every combat phase? It doesn't start at 0, does it?
It might start at 0.
But yeah, these were quite popular for a little while.
Yeah,
actually.
they really stand out there, 650. So I was just wondering
Yeah,
what.
expensive. I think the buff as well. They've got mirrored scales, so they've got another defensive buff, which really helps.
Yeah, he rolls of hit against them, swing back at the attacker and hit automatically.
So on a 1, is that
On a
if they
1,
roll
yep.
a 1?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
With
It's just what the
parry,
Skaven do to themselves, basically.
they got parry and Def 5, Res 5, 4 HP, no armor though, and
Yep.
no AP. So they're just a pit, just a tar
Yep.
pit.
Yeah, straight up top hit. Straight up top hit, but that grinding means that you're going to have to hit them with something decent if you want to finish them off. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing Ryan again.
Excellent. We're up to what's a battle?
What's a battle? Yeah. Insert rough Wiggum voice. All right. Beast herd. So, gosh, they bloody annoy me so much. The bloody ambushing beast herds. they were so tricky to play against last time. I think last time there was a lot more minotaurs in this list. So we've got 2 Wildhorn chieftains there. One with ambush, one with obscuring fog. So they've got a defensive kit, and then one is an ambushing captain. So it's good to see some captains in there. And I think it's also got the special character Gar, the Quiet Muzzle. Is that the Minotaur character? Or is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was the name of it, or was just some editorializing by
No,
yourself
that's
there,
the
Chris.
name of it.
Yeah, nice. That's
That's
awesome.
the name of it. It's Gar the Wild Muzzle. The Quiet Muzzle. 2 thick blocks of Wildhorn Herd, 1 massive block of Longhorns, 2 units of Sentinels, 2 Gortax, and 2 Beast Giants. Great. No Cygors, thank God, or whatever they're called now. They were painful last time. So looking forward to seeing those sick monster models as per usual.
Gar is the ambushing Minotaur.
Yeah.
Who has resistance.
Yeah.
Just
And he's got
resistance
no
everything,
unit
so
unless he's going to join something else. So he's going to go into the back line looking for.
on his own, yes.
Yeah. I think a few armies are going to have fun with that. I don't want to play that.
Yes, and he can also He can choose to attach, or he can choose to go solitary, sleeper, and he can change his ambush from board edge to field, forest, water.
So he is a super sneaky Minotaur.
And can choose to ambush turn 1. So
makes perfect sense.
Scary.
Yeah, really scary. Good to see we're using this special character for a unique use as well. That's kudos to them for making it a multi-use type of thing.
Yep, he's gonna get in there with his zeal as well. Impact hits.
He's got zeal as well. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
impact hits, primal instinct, and so you can get reroll hits, reroll wounds.
Reroll wounds, yeah.
And he has fury. So.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Goodbye, War Machines. Anyone who had one.
Oh dear. So yeah, really threatening, really cool. Good choice. Hugo, Tim, do you want to take this one?
Sure, mate. So the ancestor with the paired weapons, symbol of slaughter. I'm not sure what that one does.
He gives him agi and attacks. So this is the super killer ancestor, because I think he has nine attacks. I think it is.
Awesome.
At agi 5.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So he's got a wizard adept in there with alchemy, rod of battle, and spell scroll. So yeah, he's taught himself up with a couple of more spells. For his core, he's gone with a 15 warriors spike shield with the zealot's banner. 5 barbarian horsemen, a bit of chaff there. 15 barbarians with a shield. Maybe they could be a bunker for the sorcerer there. 8 warhounds. And then on to some special, we've got the 10 Chosen Greed. Hey, I know that one, but he's given them the Icon Infinite, so he's given them Hellfire as a bound spell. So he's got plenty of spells, actually. Yeah. 3 Chosen Knights with Envy. I can't remember what Envy does. Is that some sort of rerolls?
Maximize movement. Basically Swift Strike.
Yep. And Standard Bearer, the Hellmaw. Okay, so this is going to be teleporting warriors. He's got a giant as well, with the giant club, but he's made his big brother. Some warrior knights with a lance and
150 base.
And more warhounds. Is this the only army that's taken chaff?
My whole army is chaff.
Yes, that's on the what size base is it on?
75 by
100, yeah. And maximize stomps, which I certainly missed the other day when I was playing against you, Chris. So yeah,
they're all dead by the end of it. Don't worry. Oh goodness.
Oh, so he hasn't played for a while, Hugo, but he hasn't taken the musician, so he's gotten the memo there.
Well, they're good. The musos are good in certain circumstances now. At least they've got a use, as opposed to what they were earlier in 3rd edition. So that's
a discipline bonus now, isn't it?
Yeah, you can get a discipline bonus for your command tests. So that would be for
redirecting and rallying.
Redirecting and rallying is a big one. So if you're
big one.
An army that's got chaff and you're running away from charges, obviously that's pretty cool. But the big thing is that when you reform, you can put up to 5 ranks out. You can go 5 wider, whereas normally everyone can only go 1 wider. Oh. So that is their big thing that musos do now. Before it was a little bit different. So, all right. Yep, that's Hugo's. Hugo's is going to hit hard with that big boy, and he does have Chosen in there. Ugh. I don't need to see any more Chosen, but yeah. Another Vamps. All right.
Oh, look, more ghouls.
Yes. I think he's gone the double blocks, hasn't he, as well?
Mm-hmm.
40, yeah, he's way over the core, which is really cool. But yeah, 40 ghouls is maximum. So 40 ghouls. From Lee, this is a bit of a change up. He's also gone a souped up Strig on horror. So he's got a souped up Strig on horror, who's also got necromantic staff to give the bubble rays an extra channel. So that's again a 825 big expensive character on a flying mount. But yeah, he's flying the Shrieking Horror. Sorry, that's the name of it. Yep, I was just getting muddled up there. And also got the support one, which is Bestial Bulk. So that's a favorite of his, which is really awesome. Oh, I love that change. He's gone for paired weapons and Kingslayer. So that's really cool. Paired weapons and Kingslayer is going to make him very good at his job. That'll make him 6 attacks, strength 7, I think. So that's
Yes.
yeah, that's awesome. If you
Yes,
want to
against
fight
a
him with a character and
yeah.
assassinate him, yeah, he's gonna take you down
Just
as
looking at
well.
this, like you want to go into maybe the Varkalax, the Great Bats, and the Vampire on the horror. Everything else you do not want to
You do not
touch.
want to touch, yeah.
The ghouls, the ghast, the bat swarms with they're all just tar pits. Yeah,
Very, very tough. He's got really big, thick blocks. He does have 2 razors with Gates of the Netherworld, so he's got decent raise game, as well as the necromantic staff. So he's got really, it's gung ho. This does it. Well, it does one thing and it does it really well. So good luck, Kingdom of Equitane. Or any small model count army. I'll have to outmaneuver them perhaps. All right, and good to see Lee back from the US. He actually went to, I haven't caught up with him yet, but he actually went to a 9th Age tournament in the US with his orcs. So hopefully he had a lot of fun, and we'll catch up. So yeah, I think that's us finishing up then, because you guys spoke about last tournament already.
We did indeed.
Correct.
Yep. So
Again, from myself, thank you to everyone who came along. We'll just flick on to the last or second last slide, I think it is, that has the event.
Oh.
Yep, there it is, the event run through.
yes.
So there's our schedule. We've got Moab coming up, and that's our Castle Assault there. So awesome. Thank you so much, Tim, for organising. I'm loving that we're getting to do teams. We do have Moab coming up. We have confirmed it. We're doing a 1-day on the Saturday. It's going to be a thematic sort of thing. We're going to make up some scenarios and some stories. Luke Knight's going to help me out with that. So I look forward to seeing the genius things he comes up with. So yeah, we'll have a fun sort of 1-day thematic event. And hopefully we'll also get some more people down if I run a backyard brawl. So that's in my backyard, probably in November. Where we will just have some silly rules, have a little bit of a party and chill. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to us all. Thank you guys for taking the helm tonight. I'll
worries
leave
at
it
all.
with you, Breno, to see us away.
No problem. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Looking forward to seeing everyone, and thank you to our wonderful community that appears to be growing to some degree. Remember, get your friends in. We're happy to teach. We can help with some models and everything like that. So thank you again to our sponsor, Complete AV. They've been absolutely fantastic, and especially the support for this tournament. They put in quite a bit compared to anything we've ever had. So
100%.
yeah, have a wonderful weekend, evening, and we'll see you all in 8 days, and probably talk to you in a month or so to go over the tournament. So thank you, gents.
Happy painting, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thanks all.
Good night.